Our eNCA senior reporter Siphamandla Goge is on the ground covering the ANC proceedings for us, and he joins us now. Sipa, the ANC national chairperson, Mantashe, earlier he was urging the Free State government to work together. Now we know that this is a tall ask.
Indeed, that's correct. The national chairperson of the governing African National Congress is the one who officially opened the 9th Provincial Conference of the ANC in the Free State. It's a conference that has been plagued by delays as a result of that chaos yesterday during the registration process. Joe Komane will show you what is happening right now at the conference venue. There are groupings, various groupings. I've spotted and counted 3 groups that are meeting. What is happening currently at the conference venue is that delegates are on lunch break, but they are using it to caucus. There is a group that is caucusing right in front of us, and on the other side, further down there under the tree, there is another group that you won't be able to see properly because it's under the tree, but that group is also caucusing. Joe Komane will pan to our right here, and you will see another group in front of us is also caucusing. Now, these are 3 various regions and groups of the ANC in the Free State. Now it's about to get real. The conference has been officially opened by the national chairperson of the ANC, Mr. Mantashe, who had a lot to say. We will get to that in a moment, but let me tell you that in terms of the program, after this lunch break, delegates will go back to plenary hall, and that's when they expect to receive and hear a report that will be delivered by someone representing the provincial treasurer of the ANC in the Free State province. 2 reports have already been presented. I'm talking about the organizational report as well as the political report. So those 2 reports have been presented and tabled. There is one outstanding report that will be the financial report to be presented by the provincial treasurer of the ANC. Remember, there is no provincial executive committee in this province of the ANC, which is the Free State, simply because there is an interim provincial committee structure which is in place because the PEC's term of office previously had lapsed. It was plagued by court and legal challenges. So this conference really will see the province of the ANC in the Free State producing a duly elected leadership in 9 years, if I'm not mistaken, because previous conferences have been plagued by delays and court interdicts, and some provincial executive committees that were elected before have had to be disbanded after some disgruntled members took matters to court. Mr. Mantashe addressing earlier today, saying the issue of service delivery in the Free State is a serious challenge. It doesn't matter who gets elected as the chairperson of the ANC in the Free State, whether it's Mxolisi Dugwana, Sisi Ntombela, Vusi Chabalala, or Mr. Thabo Manyoni. Those are some of the candidates that are vying for the top position of the ANC chairpersonship in this province of the Free State. In total, there are reports that there are 6 candidates that are vying for that position. Those are the 4 dominant ones that I've just counted. It doesn't matter who gets elected to lead the ANC in the Free State. This province faces serious challenges of governance. Why are we linking governance with ANC politics? It's simply because the ANC is the governing party in this province of the Free State. Many municipalities have collapsed. They are dysfunctional. The provincial government is facing serious challenges, issues of potholes, water provision. Some areas in the Free State, including Botshabelo, where the current Secretary General of the ANC, Mr. Fikile Mbalula, is from, still use the issue of the bucket system toilet. When you go to Velkom, the second biggest municipality in the Free State, the issue of sewer spillage there is a serious crisis. ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa himself was able to see that when he had 2 Letsima campaigns in this province. Mr. Mantashe, who is the national chairperson of the ANC, saying the provincial and local governments in this province are non-existent. Let's take a listen.
Key observation that we can make is that there is neither provincial or local government in this province. If no pinned land, if no pinned, because we go to Mantombela, what in the Kuala and Betwell, the province. Province is called Free State. Upper Free State, hauna provincial government, hauna local government. Okay. It's an observation That's why when the Free State leads in the space of education, you must celebrate that, because it is a space of education emerging in a province where both provincial and local government are weak.
Now, Sipha, of course, we know yesterday, with the start of the conference, what was supposed to be the start of the conference, it was marred by violence. We know about 6 arrests, numerous injuries as well. And Mantashe has also slammed those disruptions that delayed the conference yesterday, of course. What did you have to say, and what's your understanding about all of this drama?
Well, absolutely. There was no way he was going to address this conference and not touch on what happened yesterday. The fact that this conference is delayed by a day due to the fact that there were disruptions yesterday during the registration process, aggrieved members alleging that there are unresolved disputes that have not been attended to by the Dispute Resolution Committee of the ANC in this province. They wanted the national office of the ANC to intervene. They have been alleging that processes leading up to this conference have been rigged. It's the issue of allegations that have got to do with the issue of branch delegates that have been manipulated. Some of those who were selected to come to this conference, others arguing that, well, that was not the proper will of the branches that those delegates would attend this conference. Simply put, allegations center around the allegation that has got to do with the manipulation of ANC processes leading up to this conference. Remember, the ANC in the Free State, if my memory serves me well, has got about 5 regions, and I think only 2 have been able to go to their regional conferences, including the biggest and powerful Mangaung region. There was a parallel regional conference in that regard. There were disputes. So all those issues were building up, leading to this provincial conference. Let me tell you that after lunch, there will be that financial report presentation, and the most important aspect of the conference will get underway, the issue of the presentation of the credentials. And then after that, once the credentials have been adopted, they will move into the nomination and election of the officials of the ANC in the Free State. But Mr. Mantashe commenting and having some harsh words for those who disrupted the registration process yesterday, which led to the clashes between the police and members of the ANC in the Free State. Let's take a listen.
Any effort to rebuild the organization will always be challenged in the Free State, either through the courts or through disruptions. We've seen that yesterday, the disruption. Actually, I was going back yesterday late. I'm here today. Because I said we must be patient, let's observe the tendency as a Free State of thinking that if you disrupt an activity of your own organization, you are better off. Therefore, Kauri, you are disrupting your organization, umiyetapil. Go umiyetapil, or disrupt your organization, yake, asibu umiyetapil. Ayiyo.
Now, Sipha, like you mentioned earlier, the ANC is the ruling party in that province. Minister Mantashe also says the new leadership must, of course, focus on service delivery in that province. He was very adamant about that.
Indeed, simply because by all social and economic indicators, this is one of the poorest provinces that are governed by the ANC across the country. It's a province that is plagued by serious service delivery challenges. There are always protests that are happening in this province of the Free State of the ANC by disgruntled members of the society, not necessarily ANC members. Issues of local government in this province are a serious concern. For instance, Mr. Mantashe saying not even a single municipality in the Free State has received a clean audit outcome by the Auditor General. There are always issues that are flagged by the Auditor General when it comes to the issues of financial management and just governance of some municipalities in this province. Mr. Dugwana, who's vying for the position of being the provincial chairperson of the ANC in the Free State, is well aware of the challenges that are facing the municipalities because he is deployed as the minister, or rather as the MEC, He is the MEC responsible for cooperative traditional governance in this province, Cogta. So he knows the challenges that are faced by municipalities here. As the Cogta MEC in the Free State, he is aware and he has spoken out strongly against some of the challenges. Mr. Mantashe saying whichever leadership is elected here today or tomorrow, they need to focus on issues of providing basic services. The ANC-led government in this province of the Free State needs to ensure that their deployees to government prioritize the issue of service delivery. They must not neglect communities. Listen to him.
The PEC, therefore, that will be elected here will include the following tasks. You must urgently revisit the local government demarcation to ensure that people derive value from the municipalities in which they are situated. It's not just a question of being in municipality. What value do we deprive?
Thank you, Siphamandla Goge, our senior reporter there in the Free State.